bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Freebird Spirit YouTube channel. Thank you for swinging by and hanging out for a little bit as we do this deep dive. And the subject today is Kamala. So Kamala Harris. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at that. I do want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. I am so close to the next goal. So keep those subscriptions coming. Thank you so much. And thank you for all my members, loving on you, giving you big hugs. Thank you for your unconditional support. All right, so here we go. I'm going to throw some cards here, and then we're going to just tap in and start getting the messages. So let's find out what's up. All right, I'm back. And as you can see, I have a guest appearance. Luna decided she wanted to be a part of this. So here she is. So my process is I sit in the energy, and I didn't want to like make this recording super long. So I'm going to, I step into it, and I kind of get a sense of it and listen to my spirit team, my guides, to tell me, give me any information. I, kind of feel into Kamala and like that. And I immediately, what I was feeling was a little bit of, there was some stress, a little bit of a fear, but not like fear for my life type of thing. Just a little bit of, whoa, fear. Like, this is big. This is bigger than me even, right? This is big. And then I heard the word strategizing. I was, and then I tried to follow that in a little bit, and it was just like, it wouldn't allow me to trail in. Usually I can trail in, and I feel like I got that same thing the other night when I was trying to read, when someone had a question about her. And so here I am, and I'm like, I'm back here again. I'm doing this deep dive. What's going on? So anyways, then I threw the cards. So let's look at the cards, and I'm going to do layers, but I'm going to pause in between so you don't have to see her through the entire thing. So no worries about that. So let me go ahead and switch the cameras here, and we're going to talk through the first layer of cards. What, is someone here, Luna? She does that. I'm like, oh, who's here? Right. Oh my word. Here we go. Okay, so now you can see the cards too, right? Hopefully they're all in your screen. And so in the center, we have message of concern about something coming in the future, and then a false person. I don't know who this false person is, but we're going to find out a little bit more. Or it might not be like a person. It might be something that we need to kind of keep hidden for now. So something about the future that we need to keep hidden. And this is kind of what she's being faced with right now. So you see above her here, you have the main male, unexpected income, and a message. So I feel again that she's been approached by the main male and been given some kind of offer of some sort, like, here's what's going on. And we may need to she's something again. I'm not getting clarity on this, you guys, and this is weird for me. but I feel like there's some kind of there. I feel like I'm being blocked from some things here because usually it'd be like, oh, blah, 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 right? You know. Anyways, we have main male, great fortune, and expectations. So something, this person in her life is in the position to bring her a possibility to help her really move up or whatever, expand. She has expectations for this person to help her expand or get to where she wants to go. But anyways, we're not there. So okay. Now below her, you see right below her, this energy will be coming in. You have a great fortune, courthouse, expectation. You guys, I feel like there's some kind of shift going on for her. It's a shift of something that will be brought to her by this main male. So let's take a look. And here comes Luna. And are we moving on or checking things out over here? Okay, here we go. We have message of concern here connected to the message and then the great fortune. So it's a little bit of concern of this. And whatever it is, she has to keep hidden, kind of camouflaged. But you can look at either corner here. You have great fortune, unexpected income. And it's not necessarily really about, for this reading, I don't see it as money, but it's some kind of upgrade. It's an upgrade for her. Okay, so now I'm going to pause and we're going to do the next layer. Okay, here's that second layer. And okay, so let's take a look here. Straight in the middle again, we have the world. And the world is, if you can remember, it's on top of that horizon, distant horizon. So the world in this position. So I feel like there's something, this talks about if you have the world, okay, so this brings in like a completion of something. And so in the future, it looks like after she fulfills something, fulfilling, there's gonna be some sort of like a reward for your effort, kind of like that type of feel to this, as we move into this shift. So let's look on either side here. Let's see. So on this side, we have the message of concern coming in there. And then the Five of Wands, as you can see here. The Five of Wands is bringing in that whole feel of a little bit of conflict, but nothing, not big, but there's some differing opinions here. With this message of concern coming in here, there's a little bit of a sorry, Luna just got back on my lap, distracting me. So there's a little bit of a conflict here, internal conflict. There's, with this message coming in, it's like, uh-oh, what do I do with this? How do I work with this? It's more of a personal thing for her, right? Then you have over here on this side of her, immediately on this side of her, you have the Seven of Pentacles coming in with that camouflage or whatever she had to hide, that false person. The Seven of Pentacles is like, okay, you've put in a lot of effort here and you're taking inventory here. To kind of taking stock here of what you've done so thus far. But it's not really, it wasn't really a good, maybe the perfect fit for you. And how can I make this better? How can I make it a perfect fit for me? So this struggle, right? She's looking at this, something like this, whatever she's been doing, it's coming to a close, right? And it wasn't like a perfect fit for her. There's struggle, a little bit of a struggle with some messaging coming in. I don't know. Okay, so let's take a look further. Right above her, you have the Empress, the King of Swords, and Judgment. Something coming in unexpectedly, but something of honor, something good coming in for her here. Right above her, you have the main male with the King of Swords. That King of Swords bringing in advice. This person's in a position of authority, so somebody over her would be this main male. So whoever you want to place in that position. I mean, it could be Biden, whatever, but, and then the message here, the card combined with the Judgment. So this is a message of transformation. This is a message of, here's another second chance for you to step into this type of feel tip. So kind of like an awakening, message of here's another chance for you. You've wanted this, and here's another chance for you. Below her, however, you have, this is energy that's coming into play, isn't quite into play yet, or unconscious or whatever, wherever you want to place that. And you have expectation and the Nine of Wands. So that combination is really standing in place and protecting what you've already built. Like you're there, like I'm here, I've built this, you've seen what I've done. This is what I really want to do. And this is her expectation. In the middle here, you have the courthouse and the Five of Swords. I feel like she wants to win no matter what the cost is. Whatever this is, whatever is happening here, she's going to hold on. She will do whatever it costs for this. And then you have the Star and the Great Fortune. So this is really, whatever this is, it's really hopeful for her. This is extremely positive changes for her. And but let's take a look again. We have this one, these linked, what I talk about, the knighting. So this transformation that she's put in place here with the Empress, and really talking about reaping the rewards of what she's built. She will stick it out no matter what it costs, right? Because she's in it. This is bigger, right? This is big. You have this connected, this main male. Building this as part of this, bringing in that, ushering that in, helping to usher that in for her, whatever this is. Then you have this knighting as well, this internal conflict and kind of concern here. you have the message and the message of concern and message. So it's kind of, I guess, going back to that feeling that I was being given at the beginning, that kind of like, it's a little bit anxious and fear, but the fear wasn't like, oh my God, I'm going to die. It was more like, oh, this is bigger than me almost, but knowing that it's part of the design, fate almost, right? Yeah. So let's do the one more layer and see if it takes us any further into what we're really looking at here. All right, as you can see, I threw the next layer, and so let's talk this through. All right. Okay, so right here in the middle is where we kind of always start. This is sort of right here in the middle. We have the world, in this, in the horizon, we have the world and the rainbow, which is so amazing for this position, the rainbow to be in this position. This is like talking about things coming together, and that matches the world. So the world card so perfectly, as far as, coming to that completion of a time, everything's coming together, perfectly. It's like a completion of success. But anyways, the rainbow's bringing that in as well. This is the right circumstances coming together at the exact perfect timing. So whatever that is. On this side, we have the fuel card and the 5 of Wands with that message of concern. So this really is stirring there with that fuel. It brings fuel to things that she's already been thinking. It's igniting, it ignites some of this internal stuff that she has going on here, which takes me over to here. So I want to take a look here. You see here, we have the weirdo, okay? You're like, what is that weirdo doing in there? With that, you have the false person, the weirdo with the 7 of Pentacles here. So looking at that, it's the weirdo in this deck, which is the deck of character. For those of you who don't know, this is the deck of character. The weirdo comes in this type of reading. It's talking about finding your true self. You have the false person, the 7 of Pentacles, where you're taking that inventory, and you can see with this connection here with the 5 of Wands, that internal, movement, and kind of feeling like, it kind of reminded me also about, when you're doing something and you have that false, you're like, what am I doing here? I don't feel like I should be here. Like that feeling. Am I the right person for this? Blah, blah, blah. However, working this all out is saying, absolutely, finding your true self. She's not like anybody else, and that's okay. Talks about walking to the beat of your own drum, expressing your true nature. She hasn't been able to fully express her true nature because of the position she's been in thus far. We haven't seen the truth of what she can bring forth because of the restraints. However, this is all changing around her. It will with that, right? Okay, so now looking at, we'll come up above her here, and we have the gold mine right above her. The gold mine with the King of Swords. It's like this offer, right? It's offer. And it also is where something happens here with the King of Swords, the main male. The gold mine also in this deck talks about literally stumbling upon your calling. You can see here, she she's like, yeah, it's working, but I don't quite fit, right? This is offering literally stumbling upon your calling. I'm just going to leave it there. Over here, you have the Inferno with the Empress. The Inferno here in this reading is bringing in kind of like a call. Sometimes it takes that heat for you to really step into your calling. And it's going to be like that type of heat that will throw her into her calling. Okay. And then let's look here. We have guts. It's going to take some guts, right? Definitely take some guts to do this. It's going to push her into really push her into like she's not going to have a choice here. It's taken a lot of guts to get there, but really okay, we'll move on there. I'll come back to that. I want to think about the guts a little more. Oh, here comes Luna. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, good. She left us alone. All right. So okay, I'm sorry I paused because I really wanted to sit with this for a second and I didn't pause it, so you had to sit there with me, sorry. But the guts with the judgment and the message, okay? So this message coming in that brings this second chance transformation, and then the guts on top of that. The guts, you know, it will be brave, but it's going to push her into her personal power. And that's what she's been like. It's divine timing. It's all going to work out, and it's going to push her into her personal power. So I'm going to say a yes to that question from the other day. I do feel that something's going to take place that will push her into her personal power. Now it could be the presidency, which would make sense to this. With the King of Swords here, the main male, bringing that in. It also would she be being pushed into this Supreme Court? Those are two questions I want to ask, but let me go ahead and just keep going. Those are just here. All right. See how it kind of all opens up as we look here. All right. So now let's look into this bottom row. We have the waterfall, the ocean, and the mirror. Wow. So lots of water down here, right? And so right here in the middle, you have the Five of Swords, and what was that other one down here? Right, the courthouse. So you have the ocean and the Five of Swords. You see, like, it is the, oh my gosh. The ocean comes in when you are expanding your consciousness, when you're bringing enlightenment, when you're bringing a powerful, bringing in something powerful, right? To the situation of, so this is a very powerful position that is not working out right now. This is why I feel like this is where I'm coming in with the Supreme Court idea. I don't know, is that even a thing? Can you take someone from being vice president and put them into the Supreme Court? I don't know. See, that's where I would do better if I had a little more schooling on this. Hey, I went to college for many, many, many years, but not in this area, right? So Yeah, so I'm wondering, that's where I'm getting the idea that this is possibly a Supreme Court, because this person puts them in this position. And it's perfect timing. It's super needed. I just can't imagine, like, would that be a thing? Anyway, okay, let's move on. So on this side, you have the waterfall and the 9 of Wands there. And expectation. So the waterfall comes in there with this, a new beginning. Step, you have the 9 of Wands there. So resilience, strength, very, she's in a good position here. Good position. But with this waterfall coming in with as well, again, this is like stepping into your, this is a higher power pushing this in, but it also is offering a new beginning here for her. And then you go over here and you have the mirror and the star. The mirror is realizing that you are literally the right person for this, to really bring that hope for the future. This is huge. This is huge. And you can see them going, okay, I guess I am the right person for this. And I am in the right place for this. And the divine timing. It talks about, yeah, she's reflecting on this, taking self-reflection and realizing, okay, I am the right person for this. There's no other way. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just seeing, guys. So I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna pause again, and we're gonna ask the question now. Is this the Supreme Court? Let's ask that. All right, you guys. I asked specifically, is this like a Supreme Court type of positioning? I don't know how that would work. How do you make that shift? I just don't. So it's out of my wheelhouse. So I'm just going to go with what the cards are saying, and just, there is some kind of huge shift in her life. I do feel she will be placed in the position that is the best for her, that she will go to. I feel like, yeah, but these are, this is, when I ask that, these are yes cards to that. And you can see we have Judgment right in the middle. That is like, that there's been a reevaluation and a change that's going to happen. But it also talks about second chances. So that to me is that's where I get confused with this. But this is a yes to my answer. So I'm going to stick to that. Yeah, anyways, this is talking about a change and a call, being called to something, right? And here you have the 10 of Cups. So this is in perfect harmony and aligned to her calling. So whatever that calling is, she's being called and will be aligned to that. And it's not the position she's in currently, right? So not that it was a bad thing. She did what she was supposed to do. for the shift in that, and as a woman of color, shifting the energy and the globe and everything. She was in the right place at the right time for that. But I feel like there's even more for her in a different position. And then you have the Queen of Cups coming in, and again, that's just bringing in more of that that visionary and being in the right place, whatever. She's bringing that visionary part to this new position. She's moving into that perfect place. So you guys, let me go ahead and come back here before we turn everything off. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I know I get people always go, you said I don't know a lot. I don't mean I don't know. It's just like, it's like, whoa, that's what I mean. I should just say, whoa. Anyway, deep dive there. And I can't wait to hear from you all, because I know you all read cards too. So you all throw in, what are you hearing when you see those cards? I may be a little blocking on this because it's like, really, you know? But what I do trust them pulling the cards for me as well. But what I really trust is the energy that I stepped in at the beginning with her. And that was the little anxiety and the fear, but the fear wasn't, remember, it wasn't like I'm dying, but it was like, oh, you know, and then strategizing. So that's how we all began here. So this should be interesting. All right. Love you guys. And we will see you next time. And if you would like to hang out and have a private reading, you can find me on freebirdspirit.com. Blessings. See you all next time.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.